they're in a box. You know how many people you probably work with who had bigger dreams for themselves, who, you know how many managers you might have who thought they would be doing something more with their lives and they might be in middle management. I'm not speaking to the folks who management was your dream job. I'm talking to the folks. There's some people who are stuck. All right. There's some people who are stuck, and at one point they had bigger dreams for themselves. At one point they wanted to start a business. At one point they wanted to be a business owner. At one point in their lives, they wanted more for themselves. They wanted to be able to have a bigger impact on society around them. They wanted to be have a bigger impact on their family. They wanted to be the one to help turn around their family. They wanted to be the one to break generational curses. They wanted to be the one to do all those types of things. But at some point, somebody discouraged them. Somebody discouraged them, and somebody told them everything that they can't be and everything that they won't be. And you know what they did? They said, okay, I guess I won't be anything. And that's not you. That's not you. So don't allow them to place you in a box because they're in a box. They're thinking, I wish I had a box next to me. I don't even have a box. They're thinking, here we go. Their thinking is about this big. That's their thinking for themselves. This is big for their lives. This is big for their children. This is big for their goals. Their thinking is about this big. This is the box that they're trapped in. This is the box. And they want you to be caught in that same box. That's why you're not accepted. They want you to be trapped. How dare you think outside this box? How dare you have goals for yourself? How dare you have aspirations for yourself? How dare you? You should be right here with me. We should be snuggled up together with a pillow and a blanket, just right in this bad boy right in here, caught and stuck in here, caught in that rat race, caught in that trap. This is where you should be. According to them, don't let them put you in this. Don't let them put you in this. Don't let them get you trapped into this little box. You continue to think bigger you continue to think bigger for yourself. You continue to have goals. You continue to have aspirations. You continue to dream. All right? You continue to push forward and be everything. Be everything that God has called you to be. Don't let anybody distract you. Don't let everybody turn you around. Don't let anybody knock you off your square. Don't let anybody push you to pivot before you're ready to pivot. All right? And because the fact of the matter is, you don't have to be accepted by them. You don't have to be accepted by them. What does being accepted by mainstream society actually get you? Really think about that. And what if you decide to be what other people want you to be? If you decide to be a people pleaser more than pleasing God, more than living out your purpose, more than being everything that you were called to be, if you decide to turn around and do something different and and not do anything different and be what they want you to be, what are you losing? What are you losing if you do that? You need to think about that. Let's see. We got someone in the comments. I guess it says, I guess you're saying hi. Your name is Monkey W Gang. That's really your name? Okay. Monkey W. Hi. Can you read Luke verse 14? Let's see. And then someone was saying, where's your blonde wife? Why do you want me to read Luke verse 14? What's in Luke verse 14 that you want to pull out? You let me know what you're trying to pull out from Luke verse 14. Someone is saying, where's your blonde wife? Someone is saying, your wife is my girlfriend. Listen, I have no clue who you are. I have no clue who you are. But see, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So I just finished talking about how people will try and distract you. People will try and distract you and try to move you from what you're called to do. All right. I'm called to give a message, and I'm here today to talk about why people try to place you in a box and the fact that you don't need to be placed in a box because God has placed you in a spot to be more and to be greater. Now, this person is talking about my blonde wife and my girlfriend. I don't have a blonde wife. All right. I don't have a blonde wife. Thank you very much. I don't even know what that means. Get off my live, sir. Get off my live. Being a dumb person. Thank you. Get off my live. Uh, Jay saying sheesh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. All right. Monkey is saying, "Can you please read it?" What are you again? What are you trying to pull out? I'm not here to read that scripture. Let me know what's going on and where you would want me to read that. Someone named God is saying it's true they slept together. I have no clue what you are even talking about. Why you're playing around in my live today? Um, this other person is saying there is no God exists in the earth. Listen, God is real. And if you don't believe in God, that's on you. That's on you. God is very real to me. God is very real. God saved me. God preserved my life. God has placed me here to be able to speak to people. And if you don't believe, that's fine. I don't know what if you don't believe in God, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, and I feel bad for you, honestly. I feel bad because then what do you believe in if you don't believe in God? Um, I don't know. All right. I'm having a good day. I'm glad you're having a good day. I'm having a good day too. All right. And this person saying, then show me where is. First of all, you got to get your grammar together. You got to get your grammar together. Get your grammar together. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but how can you not believe in God, but you believe in wind? All right. The wind, you can't see wind, but you can feel wind. All right, you can feel it. You can see the effects of wind. You can feel it, but you can't see wind. And it's the same with God. We feel the Holy Spirit. We feel the Holy Spirit, and that's where God is. If you're looking for God, you need to check here first. Your heart is beating, right? You're breathing, right? How do you think that happens? How do you think you got here? It's not a mistake. It's not an accident. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Adam James, thank you, Adam James. Blessings from Rochester, New York. Hey, I'm in Connecticut. Thank you, Adam. Nice to have you. So we're gonna move on. We got some jokers in the comments. We gotta move on. Um, so we have to remember that there are folks. I said at the beginning of this live, there are folks. He is in your what? What? All right, you got one more time with these silly comments in here. He is in your chat box. Laugh out loud. I don't know what that means unless I'm gonna block you. If you come on my live and you're saying things that don't make sense, or you're not saying anything that contributes to the message, all right, you're gonna get blocked if you keep on going. I don't understand why you're talking to me about God being in my chat box. That doesn't even make any sense. All right, get your life together. Get your life together. I'm trying to give a positive message, and you're in here telling me God is in my chat box. You're in here fooling around. You got to do something better with your life, man. Do something better with your life than trolling on people's comments, please. So I started my live saying that there are folks who want to place you in a box. And sometimes the folks around you, the box is about this big. And they want you to be trapped in here with them. They want you to snuggle up with them right in this bad boy. And because you have dared to be more, because you believe that God has made you more than a conqueror, because you believe that there is more for you, people don't like that. People don't like that. And that's why they don't accept you. They don't accept you because truthfully, they've given up on themselves. They've given up on themselves. They've given up on their dreams. They've given up on their aspirations. They may even be like this person looking for God in a chat box somewhere, just being out there instead of focusing on what God has for them. All right. They gave up on themselves and they don't want to see anyone else achieve. Because, right? Because here's the thing, right? Maybe I'm only speaking to Adam James if he's still on here. Here's the thing, right? If you succeed, if you dare to have a dream, right? If God has inspired, if God has given you something to work on and to work towards, and you dare dream that dream and work on that dream and are successful, If you are successful in that, what does that mean to them? That means that everything that they've believed about themselves is false. Everything they believe about themselves is wrong. That means that they are actually failures because they trapped themselves in this bad boy right here. They placed their mind in this small little box. All right. And understand, God has more for you. God has more for you. God doesn't want you to be trapped in this box. He has more for you. Sancho says hi from Chicago. Hey, Sancho. Nice to have you, man. Nice to have you. I'm assuming you're a guy. Nice to have you. Don't get caught up in the box. Don't get caught up in somebody else's reality. Their reality is not your reality. Their limitations are not your limitations. They're trying to push their limitations on you. And again, if you take on someone else's limitations and set and put yourself at that cap, put yourself against that bear and say, I can't do anymore. You just turn around and give up. Who will be impacted by you giving up? What lives are you meant to touch that won't be touched because you place someone else's limitations on you? How will your family be affected if you don't push forward? Listen, I am one of, I think, 3 people in my family who's going to college. One of 3, all right? My cousin went to college out somewhere out in Texas. My sister went to college, I think in New York. Was she in Queens? I don't know. I'm probably making some of that up, but she's in New York. She was in New York somewhere. All right. And then it was me. I went to school in Connecticut. And I did some schooling in New York as well. But that was not the norm. That was not the norm. That was not the norm. My biological mother didn't go to college. All right. My biological mother only finished, she was done after the 8th grade. All right. I don't think my dad ever finished school. Never met him. Don't know. My aunt, she dropped out in her junior year of college. All right. And that's who actually raised me when my biological mother couldn't. My aunt raised me. She dropped out, and so there was no real like roadmap to, okay, what do you want to do? How do you want to get there? How do you have more for yourself? It was, okay, go to high school, get you a job, and figure it out. But I wanted more for myself. I wanted more for myself because I was thinking about me, but I was also thinking about, okay, if I push myself, where does that bring my family? And now I have 3 kids. How does that impact my family? How does that impact their goals, their dreams? I don't want to be like everybody else in my family. I say all of that to say, I was one of the chain breakers in my family. Are you a chain breaker? Ask yourself that. Are you here to break the chains and break the patterns in your family? Break the unhealthy patterns. If that's you today, you're in the right spot. You're in the right place. You're meant to be a chain breaker. You're meant to disturb and disrupt the pattern that's been passed down from generation to generation. And see, the people who won't accept you, the people who's trying to push their mindset on you, right? They went right in line with the pattern. Break generational curses. That's right, Adam James. That's right, Adam James. And that's what we're here to do, to break the generational curses. I just got goosebumps when you put that in there. To break the generational curses. Are you that person for your family? Listen, and you see it. You see it in the chat here today. You see it in the chat. The enemy doesn't want you to even hear this message of how you are a generational curse breaker. People want to talk about inboxes. People want to talk about, oh, you're going in the wrong direction. People want to talk about all these different things. Listen, that's how the enemy works. The enemy tries to interfere and stop you and block you because you're meant to disrupt the pattern. You're meant to break that curse. So anytime someone tells you, oh, God ain't gonna do it, God ain't gonna come through, you gotta understand that God is a promise keeper. God is a promise keeper. And he's not going to break his word about you. He can't. His word can't return to him void. If it goes out, it has to come back. It's not going to be voided. So what has God said about you? You're the head and not the tail. What has God said about you? You're more than a conqueror. What has God said about you? All right, he wants to open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that's so much that you won't have room enough to receive it. So are you following the steps that he's given you? Are you pursuing that dream that's in your heart, that he placed in your heart? Not what they placed in your heart, not what the box that they try to put you in. That ain't nothing but the enemy trying to place you into this little box so you won't reach your true potential in God, like what God has for you. God has substantially more than what you currently have. Do you have enough faith to go and get it? That is the biggest gap I've ever seen. Bless you, SLB 33900. Bless you. Bless you. Why don't you pray for God to bridge that gap? Why don't you pray for God to help you stop being rude and nasty to people for no apparent reason? All right. How about you show your face and let's see what your teeth look like? All right. I've been blessed with this gap. I could get braces if I choose to. There's no reason for me to do so. I'm very happy with my teeth. All right. So obviously, you're not happy with yourself. All right. And so we'll pray for you. We'll pray for you. You're not happy with yourself. That's why you're on here trying to bother me and my teeth. I love me. I love who God has created me to be. And you're another one. You won't stop me from continuing to push this message. Gaps are cool and a blessing. Thank you, Adam James. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So this is my point. And I'm going to get ready to close. Yeah, I love you too. Just don't come in my comments. Don't come in my comments trying to disturb a message for no apparent reason. For no apparent reason. All right? All right? People come here and try to make fun of me, but you don't even have a picture. Stop being a troll. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Don't try and tell me to chill. You came into this live. You can leave. You came into this live trying to disturb the message. You came in here trying to disturb the message, all right? Let's see here. All right. Okay. So there'll be people, like folks earlier in the chat, there'll be people like this person in the chat. There'll be people who, for whatever reason, they want to get a rise out of you. For whatever reason, they want you to settle for less. And understand that anyone who comes on this live, anyone who stays, listen for the message, they understand that they're meant for more. They understand that God has more. They understand that they judge only themselves. You're right. You're right, right? What you give off is just a reflection of what's going on the inside of you. All right? So I'm with you, Adam. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. And we don't have time. We don't have time for the haters because there's a work to be done. There's nothing but positive love over here, bro. That's the truth. That's the truth. I got love for anybody who wants to come in here and just hear a positive message, an uplifting message. You know, and that's that, you know. And that's that. That's myself. I just want to do chill out. Okay. All right. So anyway, I said I was going to get ready to close. I got like 1 more minute. I would even dare to say that when people don't accept you, when and all you're doing is just being who you are, right? Just being who God created you to be, I would even dare to say that you're on the right path. You're on the right path because and when you get closer and closer to your breakthrough, haters have to pop up. So when you get that pushback, like we're getting here today, when you get that pushback, that's when you know you're doing the right thing. So I love all my haters. I love all the people who come in the comments trying to be foolish. You just let me know that I'm doing the right thing and I'm doing what God has intended me to do. All right. And so before this chat gets too out of hand, Adam, don't go there with him, man. Don't go there with him, man. Don't go there with him, man. We're not gonna spend too much more time arguing with fools because we shouldn't be arguing with fools. So I hope you got something out of today's message. I hope that you remember that as you hit resistance, that's when you're close to your breakthrough. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on God. God has more for you. Keep the faith. Keep on going. Y'all take care.